If nobody claps for you, clap for yourself. If no one shows up for you, stand anyway. If no one believes in your dream, then believe harder. Believe louder. Because the truth is, sometimes, you will be your only fan. Your only source of energy. Your own coach. Your own cheerleader. Your only accountability. And that's not weakness. That's where the strength begins. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop waiting for applause. Stop waiting for someone to say, now's the time. Most people won't see your vision. Why? Because it wasn't given to them. It was given to you. That makes it your duty. To guard it. To build it. To make it real. The world sees the success. But never the scars. They don't see the late nights. The breakdowns. The doubts. The failures. The days you fight your own mind just to keep moving. And they never will. So don't wait for them to understand. Don't wait for support. Because when your results start to speak, they'll all pretend they always believed. But you'll know the truth. You showed up when no one clapped. You stayed hungry when no one noticed. You believed, when it was just you. Support is nice. But it's not required. You don't need applause. You need discipline. You need obsession. You need fire in your gut, when no one else even cares. Some will doubt you. Some won't get it. That's not their job. It's yours. To believe anyway. To become the person they said you never could be. So if you want to change your life, stop asking for permission. Stop waiting for approval. Build in silence. Build while you're doubted. Build when your hands are shaking. Build when your heart's breaking. But don't stop. Most people don't even show up for themselves. So don't expect them to walk with you. Get comfortable doing it alone. Because when you rise, you'll know you earned it. Alone. Because that quiet, that silence you're afraid of, that's where growth happens. That's where discipline is born. That's where self-trust is forged in fire. You've got to learn to move without being seen. To win without the spotlight. To rise without applause. To start, without a push. Do it alone. Not because you're meant to stay alone. But because you're strong enough to begin. The people who truly matter, they'll catch up. When your momentum becomes undeniable. All that energy you're wasting, waiting for support, that could have been spent grinding. You want to know the difference between winners and everyone else? Winners show up when it's inconvenient. They grind when it's quiet. They don't wait for noise. They create it. You want to be that kind of person. The one who doesn't fold. The one who doesn't beg for motivation or handholding. The one who takes the pain, and builds from it. Because here's the truth. Nobody owes you support. Nobody owes you encouragement. Nobody owes you belief. But you owe yourself effort. You owe yourself a real shot. You owe yourself consistency and structure and sacrifice. Because if you don't show up for yourself, who will? Go to the gym alone. Study alone. Build alone. Practice alone. Train alone. Stay focused alone. Make the sacrifices alone. That's what builds resilience. That's what makes you unshakable. When you stop needing belief from others, you become unstoppable. Because now the only thing that can stop you. And every time you want to quit, ask yourself, if the answer is a better one, then keep going. No support. Cool. Still going. No applause. Still grinding. Tired. Still working. Unseen. still showing up. That's the energy that builds legacies. You don't need to yell. You don't need to convince. You just need to do the work. And let the results do the talking. Your time is coming. But only if you don't quit in the dark. Only if you don't fold when it's lonely. Only if you commit when no one's watching. Start now. Start broken. Start confused. Start afraid. Start even when the voices in your head are louder than the cheers from outside. Just start. Then keep going. 1 rep, 1 hour. 1 day at a time. Stack that momentum. Stack that clarity. Stack that strength. That's how winners are made. Not by crowds. But by consistency. Your dream is your responsibility. Stop outsourcing it. No one's coming to save you. But you. You can save yourself. Every solo step makes you stronger. Every quiet sacrifice makes you sharper. Every unseen rep becomes your unseen edge. You don't need to announce it. You don't need to prove anything. Just show them when it's done. If nobody supports you, let it fuel you. Let their silence confirm your seriousness. Let it push you. Because people don't believe until you've already done it. That's fine. Let them doubt. Let them underestimate. Let them talk. But don't you dare let it stop you. You are capable of hard things. You are capable of doing what others won't. You are capable of becoming the kind of person who doesn't break, who doesn't fold, who doesn't quit. That future version of you. The one with power, discipline, confidence. They are built one quiet day at a time. Alone. Unseen. Uncelebrated. But never wasted. You don't need motivation. You need systems. You need a structure. You need a plan. Make it so simple. It's impossible to ignore. Put in the reps. Put in the time. Track the progress. Because every system built in solitude becomes your strength in the storm. The discipline you show today becomes the confidence you carry tomorrow. And confidence? It's not built in the mirror. It's built in the trenches. It's built when nobody's clapping. When nobody's watching. Just you. Versus you. So keep going when it's boring. Keep going when it's quiet. Keep going when you feel invisible. Keep going even when it feels like you're stuck. Because the momentum you're building, it doesn't always show up in real time. But it's building. Sometimes, growth is invisible. But if you keep showing up, it compounds. That's the law. The compound effect never lies. Every rep. Every page. Every early morning. Every time you showed up, even when you didn't feel like it. It all adds up. You ever plant a seed and expect a tree the next day? No. So why are you treating your goals like they're supposed to bloom overnight? That's not how it works. Just like roots grow before branches. Your foundation comes before results. So keep showing up. Water the seed. Nurture the goal. Protect it, from distractions, from doubt, from your own impatience. You don't need people to see the seed. Just let them see the tree when it blooms. This is about becoming someone even your past self wouldn't recognize. That version of you who gave up. You owe it to them, to show what was possible. That version who felt stuck, hopeless, small. Prove to them there was another side. You don't owe the world explanations. You owe yourself results. And if nobody supports you, that's a gift. Because when you build alone, your roots grow deeper. You stop relying on approval. You move in silence. You stop waiting for signs, and become the signal. Your goals don't need your excuses. They need your energy. And energy is your currency, spend it wisely. Spend it on habits that stack, skills that pay off, time that multiplies. Spend it on becoming who you said you'd be. Nobody's coming to do it for you. And that's not discouraging, that's empowering. You don't have to wait anymore. You can start right now. From exactly where you are. With what you've got. In the body you're in. With the mind you're building. That's enough. You are enough, to begin. Nobody believed in David until the giant fell. Nobody clapped for Jordan when he got cut. Nobody backed Oprah when she got fired. Nobody expected Musk when the rockets crashed. The world doesn't reward the dreamer. It rewards the finisher. So be the one who finishes. And yeah, it's supposed to feel lonely. That's how you know you're on a different frequency. Most people won't understand. They're not hungry like you. They won't give up comfort, weekends, or Netflix. But you're playing the long game. So yes, it'll feel lonely. But that's the price of elevation. Do it alone. Not because you want to be alone forever. But because you refuse to stay stuck. Because average feels suffocating. Because comfort is a slow death. Because deep down, you know. Nothing changes until you do. And if it's hard right now, good. That means you're leveling up. That means you're in the fire. Where pressure creates power. That means you're not running. You're standing in it. And standing in it builds the version of you that doesn't fold. Let the struggle shape you. Let the silence teach you. Let the lack of applause build your humility. And let your consistency build your legacy. You want to know who you really are? Watch what you do when no one's watching. That's the real you. That's the version you're building. That's who you're fighting for. You won't meet your best self by accident. You'll meet them through effort, process, discipline. Through the days you wanted to quit. Through the nights you almost did. That's where the real ones are made. Because motivation doesn't build results. Momentum does. And momentum is built through motion. So get in motion. Start small. Start messy. Start afraid. But start. Nobody's coming. And that's the best news. Because now you know. It's all on you. Now you know what you're truly capable of. Now it's not a question of if. It's a matter of when. And when that when comes, you won't be surprised. You'll be ready. Because you didn't wait. You didn't beg. You didn't stall. You built. You built in the dark. You built through the doubt. You built when it hurt. You built when no one cared. And now, you're unshakable. You are the kind of person who shows up anyway. So keep walking, even when it's just your footsteps echoing back. Keep pushing, even when no one notices. Keep showing up, even when the progress isn't obvious yet. Because this phase, this season of silence, it's where most people quit. Not because they weren't capable. But because they mistook being alone for being wrong. You're not wrong. You're early. And when you're doing it alone, your mind becomes the battlefield. Every voice in your head will try to pull you back. To coast. To quit. To fold. That's when you fight. That's when you remind yourself. I'm not here to be comfortable. I'm here to be great. And greatness doesn't beg for approval. It creates proof. Doing it alone forces you to choose. Step into your power. Or shrink back into your comfort zone. One builds you. One buries you. Choose wisely. Some days, nobody's going to check on you. Nobody's going to ask if you showed up. Nobody's going to keep you on track. That's not their job. It's yours. You've got to be the one who checks your own behavior. Who keeps your own promises. Who follows through, without a witness. This is about becoming someone you can trust. So ask yourself, can I trust me? Can I trust myself to show up? To finish? To keep going? Doing it alone? That's where trust is forged. That's where you stop outsourcing your standards. You stop waiting for someone to pull you up. And realize, if I want to rise, I climb. And guess what? You start climbing in the dark. One grip at a time. One shaky step at a time. And no, you don't feel strong every day. You don't feel motivated every day. But you move anyway. Because forward is forward. Nobody said the climb would feel good. They just said it would be worth it. Stop comparing your journey to someone else's. You don't know what they sacrificed. What they endured. What they gave up. And honestly, it doesn't matter. Because this is your race. Your mission. And the only question that matters is, are you willing to suffer for what you say you want? Support might come later. Fans might show up eventually. But if they never do, would you still be proud of how you moved? That's the real test. Would you still be proud of how you built? Of how you fought? Even when it was just you in the mirror. Because the mirror doesn't lie. It sees the skipped days. The broken promises. The excuses. But it also sees the nights you almost quit, but didn't. The mornings you dragged yourself out of bed. The tears you wiped away, and kept going. The mirror sees everything. And one day, that reflection changes. Slowly. Then suddenly. The eyes sharpen. The posture shifts. The confidence grows. And for the first time, you don't see someone pretending to be disciplined. You see someone who is. Someone who earned it, alone. If you're walking the hard road right now, with no help, no recognition, no one clapping, let me tell you something. You're not behind. You're ahead. You're doing the work most people avoid. Facing the silence most people fear. Becoming what most people won't. This is where resilience is born. Where hunger sharpens. Where grit hardens. You're not weak for walking alone. You're rare. And rare things are valuable. So let them doubt you. Let them laugh. Let them talk. Let them think you're too much. Too intense, too obsessed. Then, quietly let your results correct their assumptions. Because when your moment comes, and it will, you won't need to say a word. You'll walk in with the power of someone who built it all from the ground up. No handouts. No shortcuts. No audience. Just work. That kind of confidence doesn't beg. It doesn't need validation. It's earned, not gifted. And when they ask, how'd you do it? You'll smile. Because they'll never really understand what it took. The 6 a.m. alarms. The parties you skipped. The comfort you gave up. The loneliness you endured. The noise you blocked out. They won't see that. They'll only see the outcome. But you'll carry the process forever. If you're doing it alone, you're in rare company. Not because you're unwanted, but because you're unwilling to wait. Most people wait. They wait for the perfect partner. The right moment. The sign. But not you. You go anyway. You build anyway. You move forward without needing all the lights green. You don't need a parade to start marching. Do you know how many dreams have died waiting for permission? How many goals were buried under, "I'll do it when I have more time, more support, When it feels easier. The truth? The ones who win are the ones who move, even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard. If no one's cheering, build the scoreboard. Track your own wins. Set your own standards. Compete with your past, not someone else's present. And if it feels like you're moving slow, that's okay. The mountain doesn't care about speed. Only that you keep climbing. Let's talk about routines. Systems. Not sexy. Not flashy. But life-changing. If you're doing this alone, your systems are your safety net. They hold you up when your emotions scream to quit. Set the alarm. Eat the food. Lift the weight. Read the page. Repeat. 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 And when it gets boring, good. That means it's working. Champions don't rely on excitement. They rely on structure. You want consistency? Build it. Don't feel like working? Too bad. Work anyway. Successful people don't feel like it every day. They just stopped letting that matter. Do it tired. Do it afraid. Do it imperfect. But do it. Because every time you keep your word to yourself, you grow. Every time you follow through, even when no one's watching, you notice. You build integrity. You build grit. You build a kind of inner strength that no one can touch. People may not see your sacrifices, but they'll feel your results. They'll see how you carry yourself. How your energy shifts. How your decisions get sharper. That's what happens when you're forged in the fire of solitude. They'll say, you got lucky. They'll say, you blew up overnight. Let them. They didn't see the years in the shadows. And that's okay. Let them stay confused. And let's be clear. Doing it alone doesn't mean doing it forever. The right people will come. But only if you're moving. Only if you've already built something real. You attract better when you've already proven you're serious. Real recognizes real. But even if they never come, you're still enough. You've always been enough. This isn't about bitterness. It's not about proving them wrong. This is about proving you right. Showing up for your vision. Honoring the fire inside you. Because if you don't take it seriously, why should anyone else? Doing it alone. That's where trust is built. That's where you stop outsourcing your standards. You stop waiting for someone to pull you up. And realize, if I want to rise, I climb. One grip at a time. In the dark. Alone. You won't feel strong every day. You won't feel motivated. But you move anyway. Because forward is forward. No one said the climb would feel good. They said it would be worth it. Stop comparing your race to someone else's. You don't know their pain, their sacrifice. And honestly, it doesn't matter. Because this is your race. And the only question is, maybe support comes later. Maybe fans show up eventually. But if they never do, would you still be proud of how you showed up? How you moved? Even if it was just you. You and the mirror. Because the mirror doesn't lie. It sees the skipped days. The broken promises. But it also sees the effort. The quiet sacrifices. The tears you wiped away before getting back up. And one day, that reflection changes. The eyes sharpen. The posture lifts. And for the first time, you don't see someone pretending to be disciplined. You see someone who earned it. Alone. If you're walking the hard road right now with no support, no applause, you're not behind. You're ahead. You're doing what most won't. You're facing what most fear. You are rare. And rare things, they're valuable. So let them doubt you. Let them laugh. Let them talk behind your back. Then let your results speak. Louder than words ever could. When your moment comes. And it will. You won't have to explain. You'll walk in with the power of someone who built from the ground up. No handouts. No shortcuts. Just work. So stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop waiting for permission. The ones who win, they move anyway. Especially when it's hard. Track your own wins. Compete with your past, not someone else's present. The mountain doesn't care how fast you climb. It only responds to the one who doesn't stop. And when it gets boring, good. That's when it's working. Champions don't chase excitement. They build systems. They build structure. And they stick to it, even when nobody's clapping. Because every early morning, every rep, every rejection, every lonely night, it's all a vote for the person you're becoming. You want change? Vote again tomorrow. Most people fail not from lack of talent, but from lack of patience. They fold at 40%. But you're not most people. You're built different. That's your edge. That's your fire. That's your truth. You don't need applause. You don't need an audience. You just need to keep building. In the dark. In the silence. Alone if you have to. Because one day, they'll ask how you did it. And you'll smile. Because they'll never really understand what it took. But you will.